All right, first thing we're gonna get into is this top 50 best Atlanta rappers list by Complex. All right. Now Complex is hit or miss with their list. Okay. Half the time they get it wrong. The other half of the time they get it wrong. So when I seen they came out with this list, I was like, all right, look, I definitely gotta talk about this. All right. Now I'm from Atlanta. I've been here my whole life. Okay. So this one is near and dear to my heart. I feel like I got some good insight on this. I got some good opinions on this. So we're gonna see if they got this list right. Alright? So boom. We're gonna go through the whole list, but really the top 20 is the most important part. Because that's where they started messing up at for real. I ain't even gonna cap you down. So first and foremost, they start Lil Nas X at number 50. Now, do I think he deserved to be on the list? No. Okay. Top 50 of all time, but at the same time, can I think of 50 Atlanta rappers better than him? I don't know. But the reason why I don't think he even deserved to be on here is because he had the one song, The Old Town Road, which broke all the records ever made. He broke every single record down there. It was a good song. It was a good moment. But then, what else after that? Everything after that was built on controversy. You dig what I'm saying? He did the Jesus thing. He did the thing where he went to hell. He said he was gay. The devil was his girlfriend or whatever it was, his boyfriend. I don't know. And I feel like that's where he kept making his name from. It wasn't the music. It was really the conversation around the music. So that's what's stopping me from putting him on this list. All right, but number 50, okay, whatever. Number 49, Pee Wee Longway. Does Pee Wee deserve to be on this list? For sure. Hell yeah, of course he do. First of all, Pee Wee can rap. Pee Wee can rap. Like, he can rap. He's lyrical. He ain't all just, talking about some just weird shit, which he does. He talk about what he talk about. But he can rap. He's lyrical. You can tell he got structure. He actually put time into his music. But what's the thing about Pee Wee? What's Pee Wee's problem? Why isn't Pee Wee higher on this list? He could be higher. And you know what Pee Wee issue is, man? Pee Wee in the streets, man. He too busy in the streets, bro. He in the streets more than he in the studio. So that's why he's number 49. Does he deserve to be there? Hell yeah. Shout out to Pee Wee Longway. All right, next we got Sci-Hi the Prince. Now, I'm kind of mixed on this because Sci-Hi can rap, right? Sci-Hi can rap. But he's most known for writing for other people. So he wrote Sicko Mode for Travis Scott. He wrote a bunch of Kanye stuff. But then when you think about a Sci-Hi project, you can't really pinpoint one project or one song that you just ride to by Sci-Hi. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I can't. Not saying that he can't rap, because I listened to his one of his albums, I think it was Mail on Sunday or something like that, and he was spitting. But I'm like, he's more known for, I know more about the stuff he wrote than his own music. But does he deserve to be on the list? I mean, technically, yeah, because he wrote some legendary records. So shout out to Sci-Hi. Hold on, Chad. I can't see the chat, so let me do something real quick. Shout out to Sci-Hi the Prince. Hold on 1 second, y'all. All right. Next we got Trouble. Now, RP School, RP Trouble. Now, Trouble, when he was around, everybody knew who Trouble was, right? Everybody knows who he was. Everybody know his songs. But I feel like Trouble didn't really hit the potential that he really could have made. And, I did an interview. Shout out to CEO Dollar Sign. I did an interview with him. And he was Trouble's manager back in the day. You know what he told me? He told me that Trouble was more worried about being seen and being in the streets and having money than being focused on his career. He didn't take his career seriously. He didn't take it serious until Thief in the Night with Thug. So Trouble could have been higher on this list too. He had the charisma, he had the lingo, he had the connections, he had the network, he had the streets, but he just didn't put in the work, man. Some people are artists, and some people are hustlers. Trouble was a hustler. He was trying to hustle. He was trying to hustle the rap game, and that's why he's number 47 on this list. Which is, he's still one of the GOATs, but he definitely could have been higher. All right. Shout out to Trouble, R.I.P. Rich the Kid. Now, Rich the Kid he deserves to be on this list. I think he does. Could he be higher? I mean, maybe, but if you think about his projects, Rich the Kid has features from Kendrick Lamar, and he brought Kendrick to his lane. You see what I'm saying? He put Kendrick on a track record. New Freezer talking about jewelry. Now Kendrick he not really the jewelry type. He not the swag. He not the lit type of dude. Kendrick more on some conscious shit, but Rich the Kid brought him into his lane, and it worked. That song was dope. That song was hard. New Freezer, that was a classic. He had the plug talk, man. He always solidifies some really good features. He did a whole tape with NBA YoungBoy, keeping his name alive. So what does that tell me? Rich the Kid is smart with his career. He know that it's not just about being in the studio all the time. He know that you got to network. He know you got to build relationships. He know you got to position yourself to, really blow up in this game. And that tells me Rich the Kid is smart. He's closely tied with the Migos. The whole North Side, Mike Will and everything. But he turned that whole thing into a career. Now, he's not the biggest rapper, but is he rich? Probably. Yeah, definitely. He's definitely rich. Does he have a career that's going to last? Yeah. I feel like Rich the Kid will probably do shows till he's 40. Just off of New Freezer alone. So shout out to Rich the Kid. Next we got K Camp. Now, shout out to Camp. That's my boy. That's my dog. Now, K Camp is one of the things I really respect about Camp is I went to school with Camp. So I seen his whole rise from the bottom to the top. Like rapping at the lunch table, going to parties, rapping his song, playing at the bowling alley. Folks that went to school with us hating on him. I seen this whole thing from the bottom to the top. And what he was able to do with his career, and me seeing it all from the bottom to the top, he definitely deserves to be on this list. And one thing about Camp, you don't see his name in a bunch of bullshit. You don't hear that Camp got robbed. You don't hear he dating so-and-so. He not doing no goofy shit to keep his name alive, right? Camp is about his music. So that's why I respect Camp. He could be higher on this list. I mean, I could be biased because that's my boy, but I think he definitely could be higher on this list. He built a huge ass studio in Atlanta where he really just made a place for artists to come and really just be artists and not have to worry about being Hollywood, not have to worry about this and that. I can just come, you can pull up, shoot some hoops, goddamn come and just drink. You got a strip club in there, man. Shout out to Camp. He could be higher. I'll put him higher. Scrappy. Now shout out to Lil Scrappy. Lil Scrappy been around now. I like Scrappy. I could say he deserved to be on this list for sure, because back in the day, if you from Atlanta, you know what this means. We some head busters. Now, yeah, he had to Never Ever. He had to Get On My Level jump. He had the Money in the Bank. He ended up signing with G Unit and, really taking his brand elsewhere. But I feel like once the whole crunk wave went away, Scrappy kind of went away with it too. You know what I'm saying? So he wasn't able to really position himself and really transform his career and evolve with the music. He was still stuck in that crunk era. But I think he could do it if he really wanted to. But he on Love and Hip Hop. He ain't worried about music no more. He's straight. He's straight. Shout out to Scrappy. B.O.B. Does he deserve to be 43? Yeah. I feel like B.O.B. is more pop. B.O.B. he can rap, but he had huge pop records. And he went a different way with it. Most people in Atlanta, they went straight trap, straight hard, straight 808s, but he went Bruno Mars with it. And I'm not mad at that. He went and got that pop money, got out the game. He probably good. He's probably set for life. But B.O.B., come on, man. The earth ain't flat, bro. The earth ain't flat. Come on, dog. He started kind of talking about some weird, I don't know. But shout out to B.O.B. I met him before. I've been to his crib. Shout out to him. Now, let me tell y'all something, man. Young Juice. Now, Young Juice definitely deserves to be on this list. And if it was up to me, he'll probably even be a little higher than 42. Young Juice, man, got playing with him, shit. Still got that won't make a J shooter pop. I don't know what Juice. What that mean? What does still got that won't make a J shooter pop? What does that mean, bro? I need to ask you that. What does that mean, man? Me and my homeboy. If you want to get on somebody's nerves, just ask them. Ask them if they still got that won't make a J shooter pop. Just ask them that. They gonna be like, what? Just ask them. You still got that won't make a J shooter pop? We used to do that all the time. Used to be getting on people's nerves. No, we ain't saying nothing. But now OJ deserved to be on the list because he had the huge cosign from Gucci. The whole 1017 Brick Squad. It just came at the perfect time for him. Now, I've been watching Juice Man interviews lately, and it sounded like he got dead kind of dirty by his management, which is messed up, bro. So, sometimes when you're a rapper and you don't really know the type of deals you sign in, you don't really know if you don't really got a lawyer to look over your stuff. Sometimes you can get messed up out of your music. So Juice had all them hits, Make the Trap A, and all of that. Cop a Chicken Dog for the 18. And somebody else is getting that money. And, I know that him being a hustler, he got the money. So if somebody coming in taking your money and you hustling in the studio, you're not going to want to be in that studio because you know you're not going to get the money from it. So what does that tell me? Juice went back to the streets. Juice went back to the streets, bro. He did what he know best. He can get money outside of rap. He been had money. So he looked at it as a lick, probably got in, got out, which I'm not mad at. I get it. But he could have been higher on this list. He didn't fulfill his potential as an artist. And, his whole style, I don't know how well that would have translated into, the music of today. Because he was very animated. He was very descriptive. But it worked for Gucci, so, maybe. Shout out to Juice, man. You deserve to be up here, brother. Roscoe Dash. See, this is where it starts getting confusing for me. This is where I don't understand what the criteria is. We all know Roscoe Dash all the way time. Yes, Roscoe Dash. But would I put him ahead of Rich the Kid? Would I put him ahead of K-Camp? I don't think so. Because Roscoe Dash, that whole futuristic wave, that was him. But, kind of like OJ, or kind of like how we mentioned before with Scrappy, once your wave ends, you kind of end with it. Now I know Roscoe Dash, he wrote some records for some artists. He did his thing probably on the pen game side, which is great. But did he ever come out with an album? Did he come out with an album? He had one appearance on a diamond selling single, 6 songs on the Billboard. All the sexy girls out around. Yeah, but nah, his melodies, that whole futuristic wave, what he was doing, that shit was hard. Shout out to Roscoe. All right, next. Who we got next? Sean Paul, Young Bloods. And this is another thing that they do with these lists, because I was never a huge Young Bloods fan. I feel like they was maybe a little bit before my time. I don't know. But Young Bloods is a group, right? Where's J-Bo? When you want J-Bo to be around, like when you want Sean Paul and J-Bo to both be recognized on this list, why is Sean Paul on the list and J-Bo not on the list? At least not, I wouldn't put him ahead of Sean Paul, just knowing from what I know from him. So this is what gets me about lists like this. How you gonna have one and not have the other? You feel me? Yep. ATL Fight Club says Saha could have been one of the GOATs. Facts. RIP Trouble. Facts. RIP. RIP. All right. Shout out to the Young Bloods. Not taking nothing away from them. I feel like they legends for sure. All right, who we got next? Cool Breeze. Now, this was before my time. I feel like. Yeah, Goody Mob, Big Boy. I feel like. I don't know too much about Cool Breeze. He's obviously a legend. I'm not going to say nothing about you. I can't really speak on you, Cool Breeze. But you're a legend, obviously. Who we got next? Young Nudie. Shout out to Young Nudie. He built a cult-like following. Of course, he had a huge co-sign with 21 Savage. That's his cousin. But Nudie is a street dude. I feel like street dudes, they don't take rap as seriously as they could. They look at it like a lick, and I feel like it's the same thing with Young Nudie. But Young Nudie has built up such a cult-like following because he's so street. But look at him. He's smiling, bro. He have fun with the music. His songs is named after foods, bro. This dude go in there and he probably don't even. I know he don't write. I know for a fact he don't write. He probably just go in there and say some random shit. Then the engineer just put it together and he be like, cool. I'm 100% certain of that. But it always come out legendary. And you can tell that Young Nudie could be higher, bro. He could be higher if he really wanted it, but he just want the money, bro. Some people just want the money. Shout out to Nudie. Now, bro, it's a lot of these dudes that could have been way higher. Rich Homie Quan the same way. Of course, we all know Rich Homie Quan. What I liked about Rich Homie Quan was, bro, he had pain music before pain music, but he made that shit fire though. He made that shit lit. Independence, like, bro, all of his shit, all of his original shit. That some type of way that was his, this man could have been up there with where Thug is right now. But, some people make the wrong moves in their career. And I think some of this shit was outside of Rich Homie Quan. Some of this shit was outside of his hands, bro. I mean, the whole YSL, YFN thing, he caught in the middle of that. But he was doing it right, bro. He was in there with Thug, Birdman. He was right. He was on that trajectory to be right. It was about to be T.I. and Jeezy all over again, but it was going to be Rich Homie and Young Thug. But what happened? Bruh, the streets, bro. And making stupid decisions. Like, why you dissing Thug? Now, I know that, I don't want to speak on the whole street shit. I get it. But the career is that's where you want to put your energy. And I feel like Rich Homie Quan didn't do that. He fell off for a little while. He disappeared. Then they had all these allegations, snitching allegations and all that shit. And Rich Homie Quan was, he was here today, going tomorrow. But I think he can still make a comeback, to be honest with you. Because that type of, when you know how to make melodies and when you know how to be an artist and when you really put the work in, you only one hit away. You always one hit away. So I feel like Rich Homie Quan could still make a comeback if he really wanted to. Thug is out the way. Lucci out the way. You got these young dudes coming up. You got, little Anti and Baby Kia and all these dudes. But, Rich Homie Quan is still melodic. He still can come back. Shout out to Rich Homie. Fabo number 36. Does he deserve to be on here? For sure. You know why? Fabo, he had his own thing going. Fabo didn't sound like nobody, bro. Fabo was on the track screaming, bro. Fabo on the track screaming, talking about seeing spaceships on Bankhead. Was anybody else talking about that? Nah, right? And D4L, that whole movement, for sure, man. Yeah, Fabo, you deserve to be there. You're a legend. Okay, Diamond. Now, okay, this is another thing about Complex. Why single Diamond out from Crime Mob? She had the breakout verse on Nuck If You Buck. Come in the club, shucking my dread. Yeah, that's her. But why is she singled out? Stilettos pumps in the club. Shout out to Diamond. You got to put females. You got to show love to the females because she was a big part of that. She had a very distinct voice. I don't know if she wrote all of her lyrics or whatever it was, but she was snapping. And all the girls wanted to be like that. I remember that. This was like middle school, high school time? Yeah. They wanted to be her for sure. Shout out to Diamond, man. Bankroll Fresh. Okay. Now, Bankroll Fresh, he wanted it. When he was alive, he wanted it. You know how I know? I remember him being on songs with Gucci years and years back when he was Young Fresh. He wasn't even Bankroll Fresh. He was just like Young Fresh. But what did he do? He stayed with it. He kept evolving. He came out with the Hot Boy, Bun Like a Hot Boy. Bruh, he was on his way out of here, man. But when you got one foot in the streets and one foot out, you get caught up in them. You get caught up in them situations. So he could have definitely been higher on this list had he lived. I mean, I still listen to his mixtapes, every now and then. And, he was very lyrical too. And you could tell he had that, you could tell who his influence was. He was on that, the Hot Boy shit ASAP. So shout out to Bankroll Fresh, RIP. He could have definitely been higher, man. Shout out to Bankroll Fresh. Childish Gambino. 33. What y'all think? Y'all think he deserved to be 33? What is his song? The 3005. But he can rap though. He can rap. But some of his shit is pop. And he was focused on acting. He was focused on all this other shit. He did make a whole show about Atlanta, so I got to give him credit where credit is due. And he can rap. And he's an artist. You know what I'm saying? He's an artist, but would I put him above some of these other people that's on this list? Nah, probably not. So that's where I don't understand the whole complex thing. That's what I don't get. Shout out, Bankroll going too soon for sure, man. RP Bankroll. All right. Shout out to Childish Gambino though. He's still a legend. I like his mixtape he just came out with. That shit was hard. He had some hard songs on there. All right, Big Gip. Okay, now this OG. You can't argue. Can't argue with Big Gip. Goody Mob, Outkast, The Dungeon. I mean, how can you argue with that? They set the standard for a lot of these young dudes to do what they doing today. So shout out to Gip. He had you can always tell when it was Gip on the record. And you can always tell he was from the South and he loved that shit. He loved being from the South. Man. He'll tell you every chance he get, bro. Shout out to Big Gip. You deserve to be number 32. Left Eye. Okay, would I put her above Bankroll Fresh? Would I put her above? Where would I put her? Well, she's a part of a group, so that's where it's hard. But and then is she even from? She's not from Atlanta, but she blew up here, so I guess you can put that there. But shout out to Left Eye. I'm not gonna argue with that. R.I.P. Left Eye. Pastor Troy, for sure, bro. He should be higher than that. He should be higher than this, bro. When we was kids, Vice Versa. I know y'all remember that. Vice Versa, boy. Ain't no more playing GA, bro. He been putting on for Atlanta since I was a kid, bro. Since I was a teenager. My nigga, fuck what you say. Ain't no more playing GA. Yeah. But nah, Vice Versa was definitely one of those stamps of a record, bro. Anytime you hear that piano or whatever instrument that is, you already know it's him. You already know it's Pastor Troy, down south Georgia boy. Shout out to Pastor Troy. He deserved to be there. And he went up against Master P by itself. Now, Master P at this time, y'all got to think. Master P was that dude, bro. Master P was No Limit. But No Limit Soldiers, all of them. C Murder, all of them, bro. Silk the Shocker, come on, man. Who? And he went up against that by himself, bro. So you gotta respect that. Now this is another one, Dro, right here. Now Dro is probably the one. I'm not gonna say wasted potential, but Dro is probably the one that could have been. He probably could have been number 5 on this list. Dro probably could have been number 1. But what was Dro's problem? Just like Pee Wee Longway, Dro in the streets, bro. He in the streets more than he in the studio. He on the beans more than he on the mic. But when I say lyrical, when I say animated, when I say creative, when I say Chevy look like Whirlwind, shoulder lean, everybody knows that. Then he had the whole world rocking polo, bro. He had the whole Bro, when I say everybody had polo dog, niggas was wearing polos, but then had the Glock on the hip too, bro. What the fuck? Niggas was dressed like Carlton, carrying guns like O-Dog, bro. Shout out to Dro, man. Shout out to Dro, man. Influential. Dog, what can I say, bro? Dro deserved. He could have been higher, bro. He could have been up there with T.I. and Gucci and Jeezy and them. But he ain't want it, bro. You know, he wanted the money, and it's cool. Shout out to Dro. Soulja Boy, tell him. Soulja Boy legend. Soulja Boy should be higher on this list. Soulja Boy should be higher. I ain't even gonna cap you down because Soulja had hits from when I was a teenager all the way up until now. But even before like we was hearing about Soulja Boy before that, bro. That's how long Soulja been around. And then when he did the Crank That, bro, it was over. You know how many Crank That songs it was? You had to Crank That Yank. You had to Crank That Batman. You had that Crank That Scuba Steve, goddamn. You had Crank everything. Influential. Then, you know, he's a producer too. So he was producing hits. He was writing hits. And, you know, Soulja Boy, he'll still sneak a hit out every now and then. He'll sneak a hit out right now. So shout out to Soulja Boy. You deserve to be on this list. You probably could be higher than that. For real, for real. Shout out to Soulja. J.I.D. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. J.I.D. I feel like he's a continuation of Organized Noise, Dungeon Family, Outkast, Goody Mob. He's the continuation of that. And what I mean by that is he not all trap rap cap in your face. He's lyrical, miracle, spiritual. Will rap anybody under the table. But he's still like that. He's still from the east side. He's still from East Atlanta. And you can tell. You can hear it all in his music. But Jid is an artist. You know, like how I said Pee Wee Longway, he was a hustler, not an artist. Jid is an artist. Jid's going to be here 10 years from now, 15 years from now. You know how I know? Because he always sneaking out a hit. He always sneaking out a top whatever album. He on songs with Imagine Dragon. He's out. I think he out in China right now on tour, bro. In China. How many artists can do that? And he's coming up under one of the best in the game, Cole. You know Cole. You know he learned the game from Cole. So shout out to Jid. Jid is smart, bro. Jid know what he doing with his career. And I respect that. Shout out to Jid. MC Shadi, now that's before my time. I can't even speak on. I don't even know what to say. But shout out to MC Shadi. Hey, you number 26. I can't argue one way or another. You up there, bro. Lotto. This is what I'm saying. Okay. Lotto deserves to be here. She deserves to be on this list. 25 is up there, though. You got her above J.I.D. You got her above Soulja Boy and Dro. Would I necessarily do that? I don't know. But you gotta rep for the females. She just dropped the album Sugar Honey Iced Tea. She can rap, and she been around. She been doing her thing, and she deserves to be on this list. She deserves everything she got right now. I mean, it's a toss up, but she might be the biggest female artist in the game right now. She might be. You still got Nicki, you still got Meg and all them, but all the conversations I'm hearing is Lotto. So shout out to Lotto. 25, okay, we'll take it. Lil Yachty. Lil Yachty, okay. Would I put Lil Yachty above J.I.D.? Probably not. Probably not. But Yachty has been behind the scenes writing for Drake. He's been behind the scenes writing for the City Girls. He's been dropping experimental music, and the reception has been great. You know, Yachty knows what he's doing. He's a real artist. He's a true artist. You can tell that he works on his craft. So shout out to Yachty. Shout out to Yachty. I don't know if you're 24, but I will put you on the list. Shout out to Yachty. Flocka. Yeah. Yeah. Now Flocka is one of them ones you can tell he never wanted to be a rapper, bro. You can tell he never wanted to be a rapper. He didn't care about rap, bro. It was just working for him. And he finessed that into business. I feel like Walker's a businessman. He definitely a street dude, but he more about his business. You can tell. I remember seeing one video he was doing, and somebody was in the chat, right? And somebody was like, "Walker, you gonna be a one-hit wonder." And you know what Walker said? This how you know Walker's self-aware. He was like, "You know what? You might be right, my nigga, but at least I got my little check out the game." And that's how I know that Walker's smart. Walker know what he's doing, even if he is a one-hit wonder. Even if he knows that this might be his one chance to really run up his check, he gonna do that, and he gonna finesse that into something else. That's a hustler. That's a businessman. And let's do it, bro. You can't go nowhere without hearing that song, bro. Especially nowadays. Especially back then. Oh man, back then. Oh my God, I remember. True story. I went to the bowling alley one time, bro. I forgot who the hell I was with. No. Everybody in there bowling having a good time, bro. This was like when Let's Do It was big, right? Swear to God. Bro, everybody in there having a good time the whole time. The DJ played this song. 5 seconds later, chairs was flying everywhere, bro. Swear to God. Like, it was like y'all could have been fought. Y'all could have fought this whole time. But as soon as you put this song on, this made people want to fight. So shout out to Walker. And I seen Walker around, man. Walker's cool, man. You could walk up to Walker and be like, "Man, what's up, Walker?" And he'd be like, "What's up, bro?" Shout out to Walker. He cool. Shawty Low, yes. And why he deserved to be on this list? Bro, he was a hustler, but he took rap. He knew that rap. He wanted to be legit. He always wanted to be legit. I ain't gonna say always, because we know, Shawty Low, you know what he was doing. But once he got in the rap, and once he saw he could have a career and make some money and really hustle it and turn it into something, that's what he did. And he's famous for his beef with T.I. With T.I. T.I. went from Bankhead, they say. But Shawty Law had a hit. He had They Know, which is the They Know remix. The They Know remix is probably the best remix, the rap remix of all time. What's a better rap remix than the They Know remix? Jeezy, Luda, Wayne. What was better than that? I'll wait. You can't name one. Shout out to Shawty Low. Done it all. That was one of my favorite songs, bro. I'm the man. I remember I used to wake up, go to school, my alarm clock. I used to set my alarm for like 7 o'clock or whatever it was to get up and go to school. But they would play that song every single morning, bro. They would play this song every morning. It was like my alarm clock. I forgot. I don't know if it had to be Hot 107.9. Every single morning they would play this song. Shout out to Shawty Low. You definitely deserve to be there. 22, like would I put him above some of these other, maybe not. But you deserve to be there. Kilo Ali. Now I heard a lot about Kilo Ali. I'm not too familiar with him. I'm not too familiar with Kilo, but he deserved to be on there, just from what I hear. I can't speak on it one way or another. I can't. All right, now this is where it starts getting tricky at. Gunna at number 20. Does that make sense to me? No. Does that make sense? No. Gunna should be, okay, first of all, Gunna has only been out for, let's say, 28 years maybe? But Gunna has solidified, he has had so many hits. He has been so consistent. He has rapped on some of the best beats. He has been helping carry YSL while Thug is in jail. And some of the best songs that you've heard in the past 6, 7, 8 years has been from Gunna. Why is he number 20? Can somebody explain that to me? Why is Gunna number 20? Gunna should be top 15. Top 10, I would say. But definitely top 15. And he's still going. Like, I feel like he still got a lot of career left. I know he got the snitch stuff going on and people saying he did this and saying he did that. I mean, I don't really care about that. I don't feel like he snitched, but whatever. That's not my fight. That's not my place to say. But he's still going, and I feel like he's gonna have a long career because he about to start doing Afro beats. He about to start going pop. Like Gunna's about to be out of here, bro. He's about to be even more out of here than he already was. Shout out to Gunna. Take off. Yes. Yeah. Takeoff should be higher. Takeoff should probably be top 12. Takeoff perfected that Migos flow. That was Takeoff all day. Now I felt like he was the best Migo out the group. I felt like it was him, Offset, Quavo, in that order. But they reversed it. They put Quavo, Offset, Takeoff. But nah, just being a fan and being a fan of lyrics and knowing what it takes to like really be a rapper and hearing like the flow and the intricacies in the flow, Takeoff was that one, bro. Takeoff should be higher. And this is another thing too. So they separated the Migos. Okay? So you got Takeoff by itself here. But I wouldn't say Quavo's a better rapper than Takeoff. Quavo got hooks, he got the flow, he's melodic, which is part of it. That's part of being a rapper. But I wouldn't say he's better than Takeoff. Nah. But shout out to Takeoff, R.I.P. Rockin' Man. You deserve to be there, brother. Alright, who we got next? This is what I'm saying. This is why Complex, this is why y'all get the hate that y'all do. Okay. Does this make sense? Does it make sense for Takeoff to be number 19, but Lil Jon to be number 18? What? Huh? Like okay, first of all, Lil Jon shouldn't be on this list. In my opinion, Lil Jon's not a rapper. Lil Jon is like he's like a Dr. Dre. Like, would you say Dr. Dre is a rapper? Probably not. Dr. Dre is a producer who sometimes he raps. That's what I feel about Lil Jon. Now, Lil Jon was on damn near every song in 2003, 2004, whatever it was. But Reese, you say Gunna top 10 is crazy? How, bro? How is Gunna top 10 crazy, bro? Come on now. Can you name 10 Atlanta rappers that's better than Gunna, bro? Like, for real. For real. But nah, Lil Jon, Lil Jon is a legend. Lil Jon, he's Atlanta legend, but I would put him in the producer. That's like saying Diddy was better than... That's like saying Diddy's a top New York rapper. He's not a rapper, bro. He's a producer, dog. But shout out to Lil Jon. He a legend. You know, he did his own thing. Got my dog here. My boy Rue, he in here trying to goddamn get famous. Say what's up, Rue. Alright, who we got next? See what I'm saying? Jermaine Dupri. I wouldn't say Jermaine Dupri is a rapper. I would put him as producer. He might have been writing, but it's like the whole side thing again. You're more known for what you produce and other people rapping your stuff than you rapping. Even though he did have, money ain't a thing. Yeah. Welcome to Atlanta. Okay, all right. But number 17, higher than Gunna. Would I put Jermaine Dupri above Gunna? Nah. Not as a rapper. As a legend, yeah. But as a rapper, no. Shout out Jermaine Dupri. CeeLo Green, yeah. Yeah, CeeLo's too talented, bro. CeeLo's too talented. Yeah. I mean, every time CeeLo's on the record, you know it's CeeLo. And he can sing. He's melodic with it. He deserved to be on there. I'm not going to argue with that. But he's more of I would say he's rap, but he's more R&B. He's like half and half. So, yeah, I'm not going to argue with that. And here we go. This is what I'm saying. Would I put Quavo above Takeoff? Nah. But shout out to Quavo. You definitely deserve to be on there. I mean, come on, man. If Mount Rushmore, if they did a Mount Rushmore, I would put all three Migos in one spot. Because they definitely changed the game. They changed everything, bro. They really put a spotlight on Atlanta that was not even there before. Like, we had the spotlight, but they made it more of a spotlight. They really just changed shit around. So, I can't argue with that right there. Killer Mike, yes. Killer Mike can rap. Killer Mike can rap, and you can tell he was always smart, and he really rose above his circumstances. He talked about it in his music, dope dealing, being from the West Side, all of that. But he's really an intellectual. He's an intellectual that can rap, bro. So you can hear that in the music. It translates well. He's a legend. Killer Mike deserves to be on there. Shout out to you, Killer Mike. I ain't gonna argue with that. Offset. I mean, I charge my computer. Okay. All right. If Offset, now would I put Offset again? Would I put Offset above Takeoff? No. I wouldn't even. That's hard. Offset versus Gunna. I don't know who I would put above who. But I don't know. That's tough. It's like I get why they did that, but it's just something that ain't sitting right with me. It is something that ain't sitting right with it. But whatever. We'll go with it. Playboy Cardi. See, this is when I start to think about the criteria for who's on this list and why. Now, does Cardi have one of the biggest cult followings in rap? Probably ever? Yes. Does he have mega hits? I don't know if he has mega hits. I can't think of any mega hit that he had. He's been on songs with Kanye. He's been putting out projects that are left field that you wouldn't expect to hear from an Atlanta artist. He really created his own lane, his own sound, his own character. Like he looked like a vampire. And he's going with this whole demonic thing. I'm not really a fan of all of that, but whatever. Whatever you gotta do to stand out, cool. So shout out to Cardi. I mean, the way he built his following by the crazy thing about Cardi is he built his following by not dropping music. He would drop so many snippets. He'll drop a snippet and then never drop the song. And people will be waiting for his project for the snippet, and the snippet not even on the album. It's like he really finessing the rap game. And I ain't mad at it. That's what Atlanta's about, finesse. 21, yeah. Yeah. 21, yeah. I think this is an appropriate spot for 21. Because 21 came out, first of all, he didn't sound like nobody. He had his own flow. He had his own lane. He really was a factor in the streets. Even though he was born in London, this whole thing, I'm not going to get into all of that. But I feel like 21 Savage really took it seriously. I feel like he probably started out hustling the rap game, but he really saw what he could do, and he really put the work in, and I gotta respect that. And he made I don't think he made one career mistake yet. I mean, I can't think of one. It's not like he got robbed. It's not like we never heard of him snitching. We never heard. I mean, maybe the whole being born in London thing, but I mean, you can't help where you're born, bro. So yeah, and he got classic songs, bro. He got classic albums. I mean, Savage Mode, that's a classic project. Shout out to 21. And this is where this is what I'm saying. Why is Lil Baby number 10, but Gunna is number 20? Why is Lil Baby number 10, but Gunna is number 20? If Lil Baby's number 10, I feel like Gunna should be 11. Maybe 12, maybe 9. But I feel like they shouldn't be too far apart. But I think with Baby, he really from Atlanta. He really was doing this thing in the streets. He had the streets heavy. He had the big cosigns. But he had a few missteps in his career. And I think that comes from him just being mostly a hustler. Like he about the money, which I'm not mad at that. But when you treat rap like a hustle, sometimes you're not gonna really strategize your steps and make sure that you're doing the right thing for your career. He made some career missteps. He put out some. He put out some songs that was mid. He put out some songs that was mid. And my only thing is, why is Lil Baby number 10 but Gunna is number 20? If somebody could explain that to me, I would hear your argument. But I don't get it. I feel like they should be next to each other, or they should be close to each other. I feel like Gunna could be number 9 if Baby's number 10. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? But shout out to Baby. You deserve to be on the list, definitely. And it's not over for Baby. Like Baby, he been doing some stuff right. I don't know who he talked to. I don't know who didn't put the battery in his back, but that boss man D-Lo, that PJ, bro, that nigga snapped on that shit. Man. Can't even cap it down. He snapped. 2 Chainz, okay. Yeah. I feel like 2 Chainz is one of these. I feel like what 2 Chainz does is he hides his intelligence well. I feel like 2 Chainz is he might be genius level intelligent, bro. You know, he went to college, but he still was from where he was from, and he really was into what he was into. And you know, he was signed with Luda back in the day, but to be able to go from Titty Boy to recreate and, you know, really strategize and make a whole new persona in 2 Chainz, and then come out snapping, and then being on some of the top hits, Mercy, and all of these things, yeah, that takes intelligence. That takes dedication to your artistry, bro. Like, he didn't give up. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like he deserves to be definitely in this spot right here. I'm not mad at you, Complex, for that. All right. Big Boy. Yes. Yeah. One half of Outkast, and this is another thing. This is why I don't like, and I already know where this is going. I already know where this is going. See, this is why I don't like them separating groups. Rue, you know what? Hold on, y'all. I might have put Rue out because he can't be messing up. Come on, let's go. You had to get Rue up out of here, man. I can't have him barking all night. Can't be doing that. But this is why I don't like them separating groups, man. Because I already know where this is going. Big Boy, yes. Big Boy should probably be higher on this list. But number 8, I mean, I'll take it. I mean, he's one of the ones, South got something to say. He said it. He said it. Shout out to Big Boy. Luda, yes. Luda's underrated. Luda could probably be top 10 ever in the rap game. Not even Atlanta. How do you get back in here? I think Luda's top 10 in the rap game, not just out of Atlanta. He's so underrated because Luda was lyrical. Luda did a song with Nas and held his own. He probably had one of the best verses. He might have had the best verse on that song. That Made You Look remix? Yeah. And then he was witty. You could hear every single word he was saying, like he enunciated his words. And then he made hits. So, hell yeah. Shout out to Luda. Thugger. Yes. I mean, I can't really, what do I even really need to say? Thugger came and he changed the game. Wayne changed the game. I feel like some of the most influential artists that has ever been, Tupac, Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, Young Thug. Those are some of the most influential artists. Why do I say that? Everybody wanted to be Jay-Z. Everybody wanted to be Jay-Z. Everybody wanted to be Wayne. When Wayne came and started having them runs with the mixtapes, the Drought 3 and all that, you started seeing these. You started seeing dreads. You started seeing tattoos all over the place. Influential. What happened when Thug came out? You started auto-tune, people singing drugs, Molly, lean, which is not a good thing to be not a good thing to influence. But when he came out, yeah, a lot of people started to sound like Thug, and a lot of these new rappers, you can tell that they listen to Thug. They came up listening to Thug, and free Thug, for sure. Jeezy, yes. I mean, I can't argue that. Jeezy's top 5 ever, bro, ever out of Atlanta. Yes. Shout out to Jeezy. I mean, his whole when he came out, when he blew up, he was different, bro. He had the slow flow. At first, it was like, man, yeah, he can't rap. Like, what is he? But his story was real. His story was real. And I remember, bro, back when we was in school, goddamn, bro, we couldn't even wear the Jeezy t-shirts, bro. The one with the snowman. You couldn't even wear that, bro, because it was too real, bro. This nigga Jeezy was too real. They was like, oh, nah, we know what that means. So, yeah. Jeezy, yeah, for sure. Gucci, yeah. You see how they put Jeezy and Gucci together? You see how they put Jeezy and Gucci together? It's because they're linked, bro. First of all, they linked. They have, parallel careers. Gucci has put on, and the reason why I think they put Gucci in front of Jeezy is because Gucci Mane put on so many of these other people that's on this list. So that's why I think they put Gucci above Jeezy. But, I mean, it's a toss-up. It could really go either way. It could go either way, which is why I think Lil Baby and Gunna should be next to each other. Not that they enemies or nothing like that, but I feel like they're linked and they parallel. Shout out to Gucci, yeah, for sure. Number 3, I mean, you could put T.I. number 1. You could put T.I. number 1 for sure. Shout out to Tip. I mean, I'm not gonna argue that. Tip is probably top 10 in rap history, period. I mean, trap music, who solidified that? T.I. That's influence. That's culture. That's artistry. That's an artist right here. Future. Hey, man. Hey. Complex, when you write, you're right. When you write, you're right. Have we ever seen a run like Future? Besides Drake. Have we ever seen a run like this? From the amount of material that he's put out in comparison to the material that actually charts. Most people, when they put out a lot of material, it doesn't chart. But this man puts out material all the time, and it charts, and it sells. Yes, Future, number 2. No argument from me there. Really could be number 1. And who is number 1? And this is where we have a problem. André 3K. What is my problem with this? What is my problem with this? André 3K is one of the best lyricists, one of the most creative, one of the hardest hitting writers of our time and century, of probably all time ever. And what's the problem with that? He was in Outcast. He was a part of a group for the majority of his career. Right? He has one solo album, The Love Below, which technically wasn't even a solo album because it was Speakerboxx Love Below. It was a double solo album. Whatever. Okay. So how is he the number 1 rapper? How is he the number 1 Atlanta rapper of all time if you have one solo album? That's what I don't like about this list. Would I put him at number 1? No. I wouldn't. And this is not saying, please don't get me wrong. Please, like, this is not me saying he can't rap. This is not me saying his verses ain't the best on every song that it is, because it is. Bree says it's the impact and nostalgia with André. I get that. But if that's the case, I feel like him and Big Boy should be next to each other. Would I put André ATL Fight Club says you crazy, bro. Would you put Andre ahead of Future? Would you put Andre ahead of Future? Think about how many. Think about how many solo projects Future has compared to Andre, and tell me that you would put him above Future. He said, "Turn the stream off." Come on, dog. How can you be the number one rapper and you only have one solo album, bro? How? How? This man, all right, his last verse was on what, Killer Mike album? And he smoked it. He smoked it. But you can't drop one verse every 5 years and be the top rapper. I would put Andre ahead of Jay-Z at that moment. You put Andre ahead of Jay-Z. How, bro? Tell me why, though. Is it the lyrics? Is it the lyrics? Exactly. Tyler 20 says, hey, for real, bro? Hey, man, that's what I'm saying. I can't put Andre ahead of Future. I can't do that. I can't in good conscience. Future put in too much work. This nigga Andre is riding around wearing parachute pants, playing the flute, bro. He's playing the flute. Future's in the studio, probably right now. Reese says it's everything, bro. Way better everything. Okay, what was Andre's last? What was his last album? Was it this decade? No. Was it? No, it wasn't. So this is why I have a problem with this. And I know I'm gonna get hate for this. I know that people are gonna be up in arms about this. But yes, nostalgia. Yes, Bombs Over Baghdad. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Andre a better rapper, better music. Better. I'm not convinced, brother. Now the real reset is true. It's the nostalgia, the impact. The South got something to say. That was Andre for sure. Yes. But you can't quit rap. He's selling out arenas playing the flute. It's cold. Bro, what arenas is he selling out, bro? Come on, dog. I bet you ain't even listened to that flute album. This is why I will put Andre on this list. I'll put Future number 1, T.I. number 2. I'll move everybody up a spot. And then I will probably put Andre. I will put Luda number 9. I'll put Luda number 9, Andre number 7. I will put Andre number 9. No, I'll put Luda number 9, Andre number 7. Right next to Big Boy. Nah, I'll put him, yeah, right above Big Boy. You can't, come on, man. Man, come on the stream, bro. Come on. Come on up here, dog. Nigga say you listen to the Flute album every night. But stop lying, you cap, bro. But that's cap. Reese said this nigga so good that he played the flute. Niggas was mad he was playing the flute, but still went because he Andre. Bruh. No, that's not rap. Playing the flute is not rap. Playing the flute is not rapping, bro. I'm sorry. There's no way. It's like this nigga Future dropped 2 number 1 albums in 2 weeks, bro. He dropped a number 1 album on Friday, and then next Friday dropped a number 1 album. Andre never did that, bro. What is y'all talking about, bro? Andre never did that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But okay. That's why I have a problem with these lists. Because I don't know, first of all, I don't know the criteria. And I feel like Andre just gets the benefit of the doubt because every verse he dropped. Now, if I drop one verse every 10 years, yes, I would have the best verse. Yes. I would have the best verse if I drop one verse every 10 years, bro. You got 10 years to work on it. Come on, dog. What is you saying? Tyler 20 says, can I come on stream? Man, I don't know how to add y'all. This is my first stream. You know, this is another 24 first stream. But, hold on. Let me see if I can add y'all up here real quick. But let's do it. I'm with it. Y'all come on up. How we do it? Yeah, I got the link. I'll put the link in the chat. I'll put the link in the chat. Hold on. I mean, what link? But anyway, that's why I have a problem with this list. I don't know if that's gonna help or not, but we can do it. Gotta use go live. I am live, nigga. Alright, so I'm on OBS and I'm about to go live too. Alright? That's how I do it. Y'all gotta walk me through this, I don't know. But anyway, this is what I'm saying. I can't put André above Future. And you know what? I had an interview. Hold on, let me turn that on. You know, I had an interview with Jorge, with my dog Jorge. Shout out to Jorge, free that man. I had an interview with Jorge, and we had a similar conversation about this. I said the same exact thing I'm saying now. I said, no, I'm not going to put Future above, I'm not going to put André above Future. I'm not. Shout out to Jorge, free him. I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But shout out to this list. The list was almost good. This was one of the better lists that Complex did. Most of the time, Complex, they get it wrong.